Hey guys, my name's Striker. I'm a Torbjorn enthusiast as of, I don't know, 5 days ago. But I randomly decided to play him one night in competitive, having never played him at all, and I was a little drunk. And it was extremely fun. I was laughing my ass off, having a great time. And since then, I've gone on a tear, 67% win rate with him, and I climbed from Gold 3 to Diamond. Uh, this is the first time I hit Diamond this season, so I was really happy about that. And so I'm a Torbjorn one trick now. I go into every game with Torbjorn and I chop it up, do hella damage, and get high elims. So this video I wanted to, because normally I do VOD reviews when I'm trying to get good at a character, but I decided that maybe I could do it with people online, because I noticed there's not a ton of Torbjorn content on YouTube, and it's a little frustrating for me when you're trying to learn this awesome Swedish engineered dwarven machine. So yeah. Anyways, let's just go ahead and get started. Um, so yeah, starting on defense here on Route 66. Once again, this is a Diamond Elo game. We actually lost this, but I ended up with 22k damage and 37 elims, which was the highest damage in the whole entire lobby by 4k. And so yeah, on this map, I usually like starting my turret back there on that little ledge, because it prevents the flankers from coming in. And I think it works out pretty well this time. Yeah, the Mercy is hooking it up with the damage boost. So here I see my Hanzo's getting pounced. I go up to the support. I see there's a Bastion. I get the hell out. But I keep poking here. Like, Torbjorn, you always want to like just stay spamming, because you never know when you're going to get a lucky dink, a headshot, and just completely take someone out. So here, what I really should be doing, I should probably be backing up, but I like to play Torbjorn aggressive, and here it pays off. I just blast that guy a couple times with Torbjorn's shotgun, which, do not sleep on a shotgun. I know a lot of guys say to just, even if you're close range, spam your left click, but I don't know. His shotgun has a high end of 125 damage. And see here, I just start ripping the Winston. So people think, something that people don't realize about Torbjorn, and especially in this meta where Winston is so meta, like, Torbjorn totally counters Winston. Like, he tries jumping me, I love that. I just pop my overload and then just start spamming right clicks on him, and he fucking melts. But anyway, here, yeah, we're just trying to re-engage. We're trying to tell our tank to go contest, but he's having a hard time moving in there. But yeah, we wanted to contest so I could so I could molten core everywhere. So I do it here instead, just to get the pressure off us. End up getting a couple elims there with it, and now we get to restabilize, and I can go set up my turret here. See, always got to be spamming. Got a lucky dink on Anna. That's just Torbjorn there for you. I decided to put my turret here, but I'm not sure if this was the best spot. I just figured sometimes I like to place a turret where I know it might not live long, but it's going to apply some pressure when they start diving us. So here, like I say, even him in his ultimate form, man, I just laid it into that Winston and he dropped. But there I actually died because the Genji reflected, but my Hanzo, he still shot the Genji when he was reflecting, and the Genji reflected the arrow and headshotted me with the Hanzo arrow. So we were laughing about that in comms. It's all good. Yeah, okay, so we got to go reset up. These guys are like laying the pressure on us, man. Diving us so hard, you know. I mean, I didn't have my overload there in the beginning, so sketch, but I popped it anyway, re-engage, got the Genji, that was good. And these guys got way too aggressive, so then I just jumped down on them and right-clicked them bitch asses, and that's that. Ooh, get a couple dinks on Anna. Just always looking for those big dinks. You know, here on VOD review, though, I think I should have placed that turret somewhere else, and it seems like I just completely forgotten about it, and right now I'm getting no value out of my turret. I should have already replaced it, actually. But here I'm thirsty for the dinks, the spam dinks. Didn't get it, and I also misused my overload earlier to spam that. I should have held on to it for that exact situation. I should have known that the Winston was probably gonna dive me soon enough. But I get it back. I'm still alive. Still got it here. Replace the turret. Probably gets killed. Yep. So once again, and just everyone's diving me. At this point, they know what I'm about, and they really focus me for the rest of the match. And I get a nano here. So lit. We keep going. I don't think I do too much with it because Torb's not really the best nano target, but you know, for the posterity, we do that shit. This was weird. He was literally running atop of my head, so short, and she could literally jump over me. Anyway, I should have seen that coming though. I wasn't even looking towards the choke. While trying to get back to my team, so that's something I gotta work on. Gotta always be thinking, where might my enemies be? Where would they want to be? Yeah. And see, I was not thinking. Before all this, I was just panicking and like trying to get back to the payload because, you know, they had just beaten us in the previous team fight. That was also a really bad mercy res. But see, what I should be doing is staying calm when I'm running back from spawn, remembering when the Genji or the other people had last used their ultimates. I should always be trying to keep track of that. And if I know the Genji probably has his ultimate, I gotta play around that. I gotta assume that he's gonna use it at any moment when I re-enter. So I could have played that completely differently. I probably could have entered in from low ground, and this was a desperation coom like that, or molten core. That was a huge mistake. I shouldn't have done that. So other than these like chain of events, I had a pretty solid game on attack. Like I cranked it up to 11, but yeah. I just got kind of rattled with them kind of rolling us for a while there. And yeah, I don't know. Our tank wasn't super great. He was doing some sus things, and he wasn't making any great switches, which I can't complain because I hard locked Torbjorn, but that was just a bad position by me. So. Yeah, and it's still something I'm learning just as a player in general. It's like, my tank died. I should not be pushed up that far at all. I mean, it's just throwing at that point. So, for all the low elo homies, just keep that in mind. I'm trying to as well. Just gotta make it muscle memory, you know. That Genji's sad, by the way. That... Pretty sure people in comments are saying, oh my god, that Genji just threw so hard. Like, that was just so aggro. He can't even get in that doorway, and he's trying to, like, just Dragon Blade it for whatever reason. So, yeah, the diamond elo here is showing, I'm sure, but the majority of the population is silver to gold, so this applies to all you. This video should help all you guys. Just spamming away, trying to get my molten core. See that Reaper teleported above us, so I immediately back up. Let my turret do some of the work. Dig into that Winston. Nice. And so here I noticed they didn't have much time left to contest the payload, so I decided to use the molten core on around the payload. But what I really should have done was put it on the payload as well. And I may have actually used my molten core a bit too early. And by may, I mean I'm pretty sure I totally did. See, like right here would have been a great molten core instead. But of course now I just don't even have it. And you'll see what ends up happening. Because I kind of wasted my molten core a little too early. So yeah, we're just trying to hang on here. We're trying to contest best we can. People making switches. I should have had that more realistically. And if I had my aim just been a little bit better, she never would have had that coalescence. And who knows what might have happened. Instead, their whole team gets full health, obviously including the Moira, and I die. And I nearly had molten core. Like, it's so crazy. If I had just timed my previous molten core just a little bit differently, this may have been a completely different game. Yeah, so they get it. So it looked like a completely winnable situation earlier, and it just turned into a complete mess right away, right after that, just because of one decision I made. So, alright, let's forward this a little bit. Alright, here we go. Almost get this Sombra. So I never really know where to put my turret here, but I just, since they had a Sombra, I decided to kind of put it in our back line just to keep her away from our back line, from anyone getting jumped. And now we're moving up a little bit, so I decide, I'll get my turret on high ground just to get some area superiority. It also has view of our back line, so that felt like it'd be strong. I thought that Reaper was low, so that's why I peeked that. But he was not at all. And then I got comboed by the Dim Fist. I don't know, it's weird. Like, I thought my tank was up there and harassing them. And that was a fail. Here I just back up. They're like so in, and my tank's not even pushed up yet, so. Okay, now I'm pushing with my tank. I put my turret right there to help our back line. Get a view of the front line a little bit. Yeah, I got the Doomfist to screw off a little bit. That was like nice little dink. Yeah, I don't know if I made the right play there, but looks like it's gonna work out. Save me! Yes. So here I try to go for the flank molten core. I think it works, honestly, pretty well. Gets them to back off, we get some pressure. I got the Sombra out of stealth with my molten core. So, took a lot of pressure off. And sometimes that's, generally that's kind of how you want to use molten core. It's not like a big, team wiping ability unless you have like a Zarya maybe. It's great for applying pressure and getting your space back and helping your tank. I love that spot there. I think it's even good on attack. But now, since they're backed up so far, I'm thinking maybe we can clog them up in that doorway, because usually people go in that doorway because it's so much more covered. And so it kind of looks like it's working, and my tank's doing a great job of holding them off right there, and it completely works. Should also mention the fact that my turret, like, they can't just walk through it, it blocks the doorway, so. Yeah, so I put that on the payload there. Just sometimes it's nice. Sometimes it actually works. I know most people say to never do that, but Um, Sometimes it works really well. But yeah, I did end up moving it just to get a little bit on the high ground. It gets a view of that walkway on my right and the bridge. So. That's big. Here, I don't know what to do, and see, like, another issue again, why am I pushed past my tank? I don't even know. I get bailed out because they're already getting rolled, but I really do that a lot. I don't know why I do. I just play really aggressively as Torb, honestly. So here I'm thinking, like, here's a great spamming angle. See if I can get some dinks. But then they switch to Diva, which is not super great. But I got Molten Core, so just getting them to screw off. Get the Ana there, big. And my turret does some work, because I had that great angle on the high ground. They couldn't even see it from, you know, when they're peering out that doorway. Like, that's how you want most of your turrets, is peeking some sort of flank from an odd angle that they can't kill easily. You know, they'd have to commit too much ground and too large of an angle to kill the turret. You know, basically they would have had to gone into a position that was so unadvantageous to them just to shoot my turret that you know, basically my team would just kill them regardless. So honestly, this was a mistake. Why even spend time even... I don't even know where I'm looking there. Here I should be thinking about replacing my turret. My turret's in a terrible spot. Go for that, but I'm pretty sure they kill it, like, right away. No, they don't. Okay. So that's actually... that's not the worst angle on a turret. It's a weird off angle, but I don't think I'm getting that much of a view on the battlefield with it. Yeah, and see, once again there, I died again because I'm pushed up past my tank. I should not be doing that. Should be right behind him, or in a fucking... or in a freaking slanted line towards the back of him, you know? Like a 45-degree angle, holding some other corner. Some other angle behind him. Diva ends up eating a lot of my one core, and I think I die here. Yeah. I don't know how that happened though. Like, we got a huge slam, Rhino, and then we just ended up all dying. I think it's because of the Kiriko, but still, like, that escalated so quickly. Yeah. Reloaded there out in the open. You never want to do that. Nearly died because of it, and I wasted overload. Yeah, that was terrible. Our Kiriko died to the Diva bomb. Should almost never happen. Pretty sure I died. Yeah. I think I'm safe, and I'm like, okay, I can go. And then, nope. Soldier knew exactly where I was. Yeah, we pretty much just lose. After that, just didn't make any moves with the Kiriko. Honestly, our soldier guy, that Zach guy, he had almost 20 deaths. And so I know I could have done a lot better, but you know, sometimes you just get teammates that have a rough time. I'm not saying he's bad, you know, I've had some rough games too. Everyone does. Some games are just not it. Some games you just get focused a lot more, so. Thought it was kind of funny, no one is focusing that soldier either. But yeah, so we lose. It felt like a really winnable game. But I definitely know where I could have impacted the game a lot more, you know. Like, this was winnable, and just by myself, if I played just a little bit differently and maybe not gotten, like, you know, 3 or 4 of those really stupid deaths by pushing up too far, this could have very well been a completely different game. You guys might be saying too, oh, you know, you could have just switched, but while that may be true, you know, Torbjorn's my boy, so. But anyways, yeah, my name's Striker, just Diamond Pleb, but hopefully this helps some of you guys out there, you know, understanding some of the thought process, you know, how you should be thinking in these games, you know, how I'm trying to think to, you know, to get better. I mean, my goal is to get to Masters, you know, maybe this season, but at least next season. You know, I've been putting in so much work, tons of hours every day. So, yeah, anyways, if you guys got any tips or tricks for Torbjorn, or good information for turret spots on that map, or anything, please leave a comment, leave a like, anything would really help me out, guys. I'm thinking about making more of these videos, so let me know if you liked it, and I'll see y'all out there. Good luck.